everyone, TinaGale here with my Scrappy Ideas, and today I have a layout share for you. This is hopefully going to pretty much catch me up. This is a lot of May and some into June. So this first one is titled Anne-Marie. This was a layout that I did about our puppy that we had when my kids were really little and how she just watched over them. So I used the basic gray typeset. This was done for the Crafty Maven Getaway for the Sketch It Out Thursday. So you can check the video out there, or it's also on my channel as well. And this was a sketch using Scrap Our Stash. So a lot of fun. I really liked the entire layout. So you can go back and watch that if you want. This particular layout share has a lot of double page layouts. So this was a collection that was from close to my heart. It was just a 1-month promotion called Happy Time. So this was a double page layout that I did about Mother's Day a couple of years ago. Love all the gold foiling. There's not a process videos for these with the Happy Times, but you can find more information on my blog if you want to see more of those. And then here's another one that I did, a double page layouts from the same day when we had went to church together. And then they took me out to lunch at 1900 Park Fair at the Grand Floridian. So we had went down to Florida to visit my son for Mother's Day. So again, and I added some of the gold glitter thickers from my stash, but everything else is from close to my heart. I love the gold fundamental embellishments that we have now, which are going away at the end of July. So if you want any of these gold foiled wood veneers and the gold embellishments, grab them now. Alright, and then this one is probably my favorite layout from the whole batch. So this is using Paige Evans' Fancy Free collection, and then I did a cut shop digital file, fussy cut some of the flowers, and I did some brush script lettering with my watercolor paints, and then just fussy cut it out and put it in for my layout. So these were some photos of my daughter that I've wanted to scrap for a long time, and I just kept waiting for the perfect paper, the perfect idea, and hand stitched around it. And the whole time, it took forever to do the hand stitching and stuff. And I wasn't quite sure where I was going and how it was going to end up, but it far exceeded my expectations. Absolutely love that layout. Then this layout here is for Creative Scrappers. So this was their sketch 295. And I did it with them, and we were doing it in conjunction with Jelly Bean Soup, so I pulled out a lot of my older product and did it. So there's a process video for that. This also started a series. If you're not a subscriber already, I have a series called Sketches 3 Ways or More. And so I start with a sketch, and I do it, and then I show you 2 or 3 more ways to change it up and to get more out of your sketches. So that was the first of that series. This layout was for my guest design team spot at the Scrap Room. So they have a monthly club called Flavors of the Month where you get 4 different collections, and so this was one of them. This is the photo play paper, the Summer Daydreams, and this was also one of their sketches, so you can join in on their Facebook group, and they have a sketch each month that you can play along with. So it was really fun, and this layout, what I loved about it was the circle back here. I debated on what to do, and the sticker sheet had these little circles, and I decided to just place them around in a circle, and then I hand stitched over the top of them. So I love how that turned out. This was another layout that I did for the Scrap Room, and so this was one of their other collections, the Chamel Starshine, and so I just tried to kind of channel my inner Chamel. So there's a process video for this as well, and just try to do the things that I've learned from her as far as layering, her design principles of how she uses just blocks and rectangular strips of paper, and her cluster embellishments. So really happy with this layout. So you can check it out. And then again, this one is for the Scrap Room, and it was a double page layout, and when you're a subscriber to their kits, you get 4 different recipes with cutting instructions and all of that. So this was my contribution. This is the Pink Paisley Fancy Free collection. So this was the double page layout that I did, and like I said, if you're a subscriber, you would have gotten a recipe card for this layout so that you could recreate it if you wanted it. So this was more photos from our trip to Florida when I actually got to see an alligator in the wild, which I had always wanted to do. We went through an orange grove, picked oranges. So another fun layout. And this is one more from the Close to My Heart Happy Times collection that's retired now. But this also was from my sketch series, 3 Ways or More, and so this was another example of how I changed that up. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check that series out. There's a whole playlist on my YouTube channel that you can just click on and watch all of them. And then this last layout that I have is one that I did for the scrap room as well. And this one is a challenge that they do each month called Freaky Fast Friday. And they give you sizes of papers to cut. And that's all of the paper that you can use. You can add embellishments and all of that. But as far as the paper goes, you can't add any extra paper. And I just think it's a lot of fun. And it reminds me a lot of Chamel's Perfect Collection class. Yeah, I think that's what it is, where she has you cut all the different sizes of papers and just create backgrounds for layouts. So I've really enjoyed this challenge, and so this was the one that I did while I was guest design teaming in June. So this is the Echo Park Pinstripe collection. So this was the 4th collection in the flavors of the month. So be sure to check out the scrap room if you're interested in a kit club where you can just get a good sampling of products. So that's a look at the layouts that I did in May, some into June, and hopefully that's pretty much going to catch me up. I have some more layouts over here, but not all of them had been shared, and I didn't want this to get too long, so I'll make another video in a few weeks sharing those. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe. And if you enjoyed the layout shares and want to see more of these where you just check out the layouts that I've been creating, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you real soon with more process videos. And again, be sure to check back every Thursday for my Focus on Sketches series. Thanks for watching. Bye.